你好吗？
好，
谢谢。Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And I want to express my appreciation for inviting me here. It's such a special privilege for me to be here to share our experience and also share our knowledge about environmental protection in Sumatra, Indonesia. So I'm not the expert on ICT. Maybe you have a question why I'm standing here. So maybe you think that I will deliver my campaign for environmental protections. Maybe partly true, because actually I value ICT as a platform and also a tool to achieve our goal in environmental protections. And I want to express my appreciations to Mr. Apple from Bamboo Trinity University. Actually, he's sitting there. Because of him, actually, I'm involved in the ICT to be used as a conservation tool to educate the local people. And we think that education is the key as a platform to engage the local people to respect the environment. So this is how I actually get involved in ICT and conservation. So my presentation actually evolved from environmental protections and also how we use open source information technology to actually engage and educate the local people. So we are a social movement NGO, and we want to promote responsibility and sustainability. And we have a limited budget, so we use actually open source as our operating system because we want to actually promote legal use of software, and open source is available and almost free. So we think that by promoting open source, we actually try to engage people to avoid piracy in the region. Okay. So this is my summary of my presentations. So first, I would like to talk a bit about our organization and also the goal of Conservation and Digital Opportunity Center. And before previous presentation, actually talk much about Digital Opportunity Center, but we try to use that kind of platform and then try to use it as a way to promote conservation as well. And then I will explain a bit about CDOC context, the background, and what is the main issue in the area, why we use the ICT, and so on. And then we implement the CDOC, and then look at the future, what we can improve to actually help. So this is our actually activities in Sumatra, and OIC is a local NGO, is actually working since 2002, and we actually try to conserve the orangutan, but because the problem of the orangutan is actually the problem of people, because orangutan actually mainly poach for pet trade, and also they lose of their habitat and they become more critically endangered because they lose their homes, and their homes actually their forest and they live on the trees. So we work more with people in order to offer solutions for the people and also for the orangutan, because by saving the orangutan actually we save the ecosystem, and the ecosystem actually needed by orangutan and also by the human beings and the people, and also for the development economy, and also all services like water coming from the forest. So saving the orangutan actually is saving the people. So this is just a brief picture about our program. So we plant trees, and we also have a big project to plant degraded forest that actually is cut by illegal plantation in the region. So we plant many trees in the national park, and then also we work with the local people to promote sustainability for the livelihood and also for the environment. This is a picture of our campaign program. So we engage many children, and we educate them with a lot of information about our rainforest and also how they can get involved. That's more important. This is just a picture of our activity. We provide training. This is Orangutan, we call mobile awareness unit. But then because of the ICT, we develop this kind of facility to become conservation and digital, mobile conservation and digital unit. So we provide not just environmental education materials, but also we provide them with ICT technology, introductions of a computer to people in the village who never know about computer before. So now we come to the main thing that I want to discuss this afternoon, and Conservation and Digital Opportunity Center. So there's a big question: does it offer a solution? So this is not the only solution that we try to engage ourselves to achieve our conservation goal, but this is one of the tools. As you can see before in my previous presentation, that we have many kind of tools: outreach, campaign, replanting of the forest, and also we engage local farmers to promote sustainable agricultural activities, for example. And then we come up with these things, and we question ourselves and try to answer: does it offer a solution? To some cases, actually, we are on the right way to promote conservation by using the ICT, and we think that this is one of the best platforms that we can develop, because there are so many opportunities in the ICT that you can actually develop, especially for conservation work. So we benefit so much from the ICT. We need GPS, we need GIS, we need computer actually to monitor our forests and how we can actually involve all kind of resources to achieve our conservation goal. This is something big contribution for the environmental protections. That's why we think this is one good platform that we can try to develop. So we established the computers and Conservation and Digital Opportunity Center, and actually try to improve the capacity of local people, especially in area where we try to help by promoting responsible ecotourism in the national park. And this is a picture of our centers, and this CDOC actually currently focusing on how to promote conservation and also ecotourism, because ecotourism currently in place in the area and attracting so many people coming from all over the world to actually enjoy and experience wildlife. But there is kind of challenge which I will tell you later. So this is the guy sleeping on the tree. Maybe you never seen it before, but this is orangutan. Orangutan means man of the forest, so they live on the forest definitely. And they are now currently just remaining less than 7,000 left in the wild, and because of that, and we need to do something, a lot of campaign, and we try to establish the CDOC just right near the habitat of the orangutan, where many people come to the area to learn and also to experience the wildlife, and at the same time promoting a very viable environmental education method that we can show. And actually we are in the Tanghan and Bukit Lawang Ecotourism Sites, and this is part of the national park. It is called Gunung Leuser National Park, and our national park actually inscribed as a World Heritage Site, so very important. But our national park actually suffers so much challenges, including like encroachment, illegal logging, and so on. So this is the challenge that we're trying to cope with. And currently Bukit Lawang, which I will show you later, hosts as a wildlife tourism, and almost completely dependent on the orangutan. And we also did a survey, and 50% of the people come to the area just because they want to see orangutan. So, and because of that, creating such demand, and without proper guidelines, actually, that can devastate the forest and also devastate the orangutan as a wildlife. So maybe I can just show you a bit where we are. So this is Sumatra Islands, and this is Singapore, Malaysia. Just give you a picture, because many people don't know where Indonesia. When I come to some places in Taiwan, some people even never heard about Indonesia. They just know about Bali. So maybe in case you don't know about where Sumatra, just give you a good picture with Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, and so actually we are here, and this is the national park. So this is the national park, the pink color, and the CDOC is actually here, Tanghan and Bukit Lawang. And this an area about 1 million hectares. It's almost one of Taiwan island. 1 million hectares, maybe almost a quarter of Taiwan island. So it's such a huge area, you know. So that's why we use this center as an entry point to actually engage the local people. So we focus first here, but actually this area is so big, so huge. Okay, so just give you a picture of a tourism figure in Bukit Lawang. As you can see, the number actually peaked to more than 20,000 before 1997. Before the crisis, global crisis. But after the crisis, the number dropped, and especially here in 2003, the number of tourists dropped at all because of a natural disaster. So the area was closed. So now the area tried to recover from the crisis, and people get more spirit to actually improve the infrastructure, and we actually as a local NGO try to engage and facilitate the local people to improve the ecotourism, because ecotourism is a good way to promote incentives. You know, in some area with no ecotourism, actually the forest so much affected by illegal practices. But in ecotourism, it promotes actually viable forest condition, and at the same time, so promoting the livelihood, but also promoting the conservation. So I think ecotourism is a good incentive for local people. So there's a challenge there. People actually know that it's forbidden to touch, feed, and disturb orangutan, but it still happen because so many tourists sometimes come at the same time, and this causes a problem because orangutan become aggressive, you know, and also guides try to enjoy and try to make the tourists, have fun with the orangutans by feeding the orangutans. But actually, that's wrong because it changes the behavior, natural behavior of orangutans, and then they become aggressive and want to just grab anything you bring. So this example of a picture of people actually seeing orangutans in one area. This is actually seeing the platform of a feeding by the national park. But the national park have no control to actually reduce the people to come to the forest, and this as a result of a lack of control by the government. And this is what happened. This is just a case, and this picture actually taken and uploaded by somebody who used our CDOC in the blog, in the website, saying that there is something incident because of orangutan. You see this picture? Actually, somebody was attacked by a female orangutan with a baby.